Hello, hello, everyone. I'm Maester Mike, and welcome back to the finale of Metroid Prime. I timed this quite well for where I come in. Just right back to the load up. So today we shall finally finish this game. We have collected everything. We have all energy tanks. We have all missiles. We have all. You had all missiles. We have all power bombs. And we have all. Especially, we have all the artifacts. We have 100% item completion. The last few logbook entries will be coming up. So now, there's nothing left for us on this planet except to rid it of the great Phazon menace. I think I'm just gonna recharge that one missile I stupidly shot out. Keep mistaking the stupid morph ball and missile buttons. Still wish you could remap that. That's a big oversight. At least in game. I know you can remap buttons on the Switch main menu. But yeah, it is what it is. So now, let's go forth. There's only one place left to go. Into the Impact Crater Temple. There. Still hope people can hear me well. And I wish I had people that are actually watching this and give me advice. We shall not go through this final battle undamaged. So just move on. It's cool to think that all the Phazon mines are down there. This is always fun to play an old game, one that you're familiar with. Probably better doing this than something I'm not familiar with, where I'm just fumbling about like an idiot. I would love to do something like Elden Ring. I bought that game a year ago and I still haven't played it. I'm not very big on the Soulsborne games, for various reasons. It would be nice to try that. Now, once again, we have every artifact. All orange. So what happens when we enter? Will they let us through? Are we worthy of facing this challenge? Let us find out. I'm just so happy at how nice this game looks. And I think I just noticed that they're all placed in such a way that they can all shoot a laser out to the center. This game that started Hollywood's stupid trend of the sky beam. Oh, looks like we have company. Yeah, he's basically like, hey, I was in this game too. Yeah, he just kind of disappears for a while. Now he's here. I kind of liked it better in the GameCube game where he's all metal. I feel like this is a Smash Bros. Thing where he's not completely covered in metal anymore. Ridley. It's not fun to see you again. Can I scan you, please? This is Meta Ridley, genetically enhanced Ridley metaform, reborn and evolved through pirate technology. Meta Ridley is a fearsome enforcer. His armored hide is extremely resilient, save for the chest, which has thinner plating. The pirates have fused a number of weapons to the creature, including a multi-missile system, a kinetic breath weapon, a Meson bomb launcher, and an ultra-thermal flame strike projector. Meta Ridley is also a formidable melee combatant, making any sort of engagement a risky proposition. So before we go into the crater, we have to face this bastard off. As is tradition of Metroid, for the most part. So he's going to be one tough foe. We got a whole slew of stuff we have to deal with. Not very familiar with this fight, it's been a while, so... Excuse me, friend. Can you please get back here? Impressive draw distance there. This is a remake of the GameCube game. This looks nice. I don't think the stream is going to last very long because there's only like what, an hour left of content. As long as I get through this guy. Big mouse. Exactly. And it missed. I like this version of the Ridley theme. I wonder if this is a controversial opinion. I think my favorite version of the Ridley theme is probably from Metroid Other M. I know Metroid fans don't like talking about that game, but no, I think there's some decent qualities to that game. I never thought it was as bad as it says it is. I said it has a lot of problems too. Now he's on the floor. Hey, buddy. He's destroying all this priceless art. The architecture bastard. We won't be getting much help this time. I still wish I could have beat this game last stream, but again, I had work and also I feel like this is was a good place to leave off when you're right at the end and like if you put you on the edge of the seat, wondering what happens next. Alright, you're having fun. Can you please get over here now? Got a impressive wingspan. Can this help? That help? Missiles, that's enough. A little bit more something. Stop that with your laser breath. Back up, Zilla. He just loves to show off, doesn't he? Just in the mic a touch. So hope you can hear. Where are you? There you are. Gonna corner you. He's nothing. Waste of missiles, but I don't care. This is a big, important battle. Samus versus Ridley. Kind of weird to think that consider like Ridley to be like probably the Bowser to the Metroid series, like Samus' greatest foe, except he's never really like the main villain of any particular game. He's just more like a lackey from Space Pirates. He's like the second to last boss. It's weird. Whereas, like, most other games, like, of course, Mario, Bowser is always the power. It's an interesting kind of comparison, if you ask me. I don't know why I'm using Ice Beam. I just like having some variety fighting. Take that, you're dead, man. It's not that far, I'm pretty sure those are artificial wings. So now he's on the floor. You just press that. 5. 3 intimidating foe. Now. that. I haven't hit him in the mouth. Back. That is his prerogative. Look, the goats have finally let up on their attack elements. Despite all the pillars being destroyed, they still let us through. Can I get that? I cannot. It's time to see what lies in the depths of Tallon IV. On we go. To the impact crater. Unfortunately, there was a save station right here. How nice of them. I definitely need that health. Wish that they had... Excuse me. Wish they had all difficulty options available from the start. Now, I think you can go back... Yes, you can go... Despite this being clearly what should be like the point of no return, you can still go back. Again, not that there's really any reason for us to go back. I just thought I'd tell you that we can still go back. Weird. I thought it would say like 98%. Oh well, we only have 3 more scans left. Now, back on we go. I could refill at the ship, but nah. This is the center of Tallon IV's phase-on rocks. On we go. That crazy phase-on. Limited data on unknown material available. Material that is highly radioactive. You will take damage from direct contact. Mutagenic qualities at least 86% greater than phase-on. Unshielded bioforms below index level P will suffer fatality within moments. So yes, even though we have the phase-on suit, this is even more powerful phase-on. And by the way, hello? Nope, please can I scan that? There we go. This is the last regular creature that we can find in the game for this logbook. The last things we have to scan are the bosses, the final bosses, that is. This is a Lumagek, phase-on charged reptiles. Natives of Tallon IV, the Lumageks travel in swarms to increase their odds of survival. They absorb and radiate phase-on energy, making these swarms a threat. Basically like any other little swarming creature that we see in this game. Do I just jump across, or... Yes, I do. Maybe. Jump across. And again, this is even worse phase-on than the usual stuff we find. Do not touch. These cute little fellas. They give us feedback, right? Let's just ignore them. This is giving these very big Turian vibes from the original Metroid. Hello there. So this is again a fission Metroid, as we saw in the last stream back in the depths of the phase-on mines. Yep, I thought that they normally show up only here, but I guess not. Not for you. Now this part is pretty annoying because these guys endlessly spawn here, so you're gonna want to be careful. So you're probably just gonna want to ignore them. This place is not very long. We shall find our way through. Sadly, that one safe spot right by the spawn point of the impact crater is the only safe spot. So you won't get any other locations to recharge your energy. Just try your best to ignore these guys, despite how much they'll give you pain. Like we're just jumping on these giant teeth. Ow, hello. Get off here. You can always use Power Bomb to instantly kill them. Very strong Turian vibes, like you're going to fight the Mother Brain. Here is the last missile recharge station. Definitely going to want to need it if you use as many missiles as I have. Why does that sound different? I don't know why it has to be so dramatic. Recharging your missiles. Go on this way. Yeah. I don't know if it will even have half an hour of content left in this game. Hear me? Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of you. There we go. I don't want to fall into that mess. What is this area called? This is the phase-on core. Hello. Get off me, please. You and you. So again, I thought this was the only place that they showed up in the game. I guess not. Come on, get up. And through there. Let's ignore them. Spider ball stuff, huh? There we go. think that they would want to give you such ease of access towards the final boss, but I guess they weren't thinking straight. Now, through here. That's where we must go. That's very creepy. I would be terrified. I was always scared of these games growing up. I didn't beat this until I was like 14 or 15. So just going to that room would be terrifying. I love the shading of this area. Here it is. This disgusting beast. What is possible? Yeah, I'm not very fond of spiders, and I probably would have been terrified of this guy. I think go after him. Phase on the fusion chamber, that's what it's called. Can't let it get away. I love this blue glow. And this game is so good. Here we have Metroid Prime. Highly evolved Phazon producing life form. The aberration known as Metroid Prime is the source of Phazon, making it immensely powerful. The genetic flaw makes it susceptible to certain weapons for brief periods. Only his head is truly vulnerable. Other attacks are a nuisance. Offensively, Metroid Prime has a number of natural and mechanical weapons at its disposal. These include ultra-frigid breath, multi-missiles, snare beams, particle wave projectors. Its massive strength and barbed carapace make it lethal in melee combat. Recommend maximum firepower when engaging this enemy. So yeah, this guy is a true beast. Sorry, not that. We have 99% logbook entries. We have one more thing left, which is kind of a spoiler. Next. As you can tell, he is yellow, so we must use Power Beam. After lasers, okay, what turned out to be just a simple little distress call to see some pirate activity came to be much more than we thought before. Wave Beam. We went on searching for Ridley, and then we found we had to save time from this evil rock that's destroying it every day. Just as a little, more as like a little favor to the chosen that once raised us. Gotta go after it. We shall save this planet from the Metroid Prime. Take this. You're not gonna get me this time at all. I don't know what I meant by this time. You can see these little tracks on the ground. Use that when it charges. I'm gonna, if you don't mind me, just gonna lower the volume a little bit. It may be loud for me. I don't know what it's like for you guys, so. I don't know if that's helpful or not. Sub chamber. It would be kind of nice if this area was a little bit longer, but if they didn't want to overstay their welcome too much. Be prepared for a battle, folks. Battle. Slide the fate of the universe. Watch out, he's gonna charge. You cannot dodge that unless you're in these little grooves in the ground. Has more fall. Take this. Ha! That helped. He's gonna charge again. Or he's gonna go down. Gotta go. Gotta go. Get off me. Let go of me. Use this. I don't know if that will help. Now he's in red. Shooting poison gas. Take the charges. We're dealing well with him. these, I'm pretty sure these do a lot of damage. We'll take this. Gotta use what we're given to us, folks. We've got a lot. Ow. I did that too early. I don't know if there's a way to avoid that. What do I do? He's almost done. Again, since we don't have a full logbook, that should, there's one entry right below his, that should kind of tell you what's going to happen next. This is not the end. Chain. Basically a smorgasbord of all. Everything that, he's got like a huge arsenal of attacks on us, so you get to be careful. Poison gas, I guess. Freeze you. Or miss. Maybe. Take that. We're going down one more level. Pretty deep into this plant. And a quarter of his health left. Going quite down. Speaking of, there's just this one teeny little area left in this game that's right in the center of the planet. That adds to all other 5 regions. A nice variety Tallon IV has. Okay. And you. Not gonna do that. I want to do it every time we fight. I like freezing his face. Please, you can't get me. I'm in a little pit. Somehow or completely missed my position. Face. I can. He's almost down. Right. Lucky I missed that. Hurts me with the shoulder for so long, especially with these simple buttons that Z and O and CR buttons are on the Switch Pro controller. It's done? Nope, I'm running low on missiles. Almost got it. Always changes it right at the first time. I love doing that. And he looks like he's dead. Is he? He's down this way. Ugh. Giant pit. Once again, I have to commend Samus for her bravery, because I would never do that. Then again, if I made it this far, I probably would have to. Goosebumps. Now it's Battle of the Century. This is the final boss of Metroid Prime. Once again, the core essence of Metroid Prime. The scan indicates that the Phazon energy form of Metroid Prime is invulnerable to all-dimensional weapons. Only attacks from a Phazon-infused arm cannon will damage it. It generates pools of Phazon when it attacks. Use these to fuel your Seuss Phazon weapon system. The entity can also spawn Metroids to assist it in battle, rendering itself invisible when it does so. That, my friends, will be all 100% logbook entries. We have done everything except for beat the final boss. It's way down at the bottom. I don't know how many enemies this is, but that's quite a lot. So this guy is invulnerable. Do what we can. I don't know how we can handle it. I don't know how it roars with that sound. Mouth. I don't know if you can really call it a Metroid or... Check it out. Cool, Phazon. Now he's invisible. Now he's invisible, but we can see him through either this or... There he is. We are now standing the Phazon. We have to shoot him over and over and over. So that is the only way you get Phazon beam in this game. I hope I've been helpful this whole playthrough. Is he visible enough? No, he's still invisible. Still can't hurt him. Changing views. Now to thermal visor. Creating another pool for me. I very much appreciate it. Now, regularly visible. Just stand in here and shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. I don't think you can charge, so you just have to just keep pressing the shoot button over and over again. Once again, I hope I've been helpful. I don't want to be like a tutorial guy, be super hand-holding, but I always want to give advice on some advice on how to handle this, how to play the games. Like, you could shoot these guys regularly, or you can just do this, or I'll just blow you up. There he is. There you are. Don't hide from me. Don't want to take that off because that's the way I can see him. Once again, don't want to be like any obnoxious tutorial guy like a me or Zelda Skyward Sword, you know? Helpful. Again, this is my first full game stream, so can't expect greatness. More Metroids. Just use Hyper Beam to just annihilate those Metroids. Do this faster. Won't get the best of me. Metroid Prime. Will you give me another pool? Feeling so bad. What's this area called? Metroid Prime layer. Jeez, that is a tall pit. Tall pit. I would appreciate it if you give me more Phazon to work with. There we go. More Metroids. Ah. Just annihilate them. Sorry. There you are. You know, for something that's encased in Phazon, I wouldn't think it to be weak to that. I guess it's so powerful that not even he can handle it. I'm kind of glad that I was getting weirdly freaked out about stuff like jumping down pits like before this final boss started. I would never do that. I would get scared of going down deep holes. Ever as a kid, especially, I would get freaked out at going down deep pits or going deep underwater. Never liked going into scenes in the deep darkness. I'm glad that was a cutscene. That's what I'm trying to say. But I don't have to do that. The film take me out and do what I need to do. But this guy spawns every kind of Metroid. Regular Metroids, the Hunter Metroids that he'll eventually spawn. eventually spawn fission Metroids too. Once again, just stand in the pool and blast their faces. Can't take too much longer. So yeah, you basically get the gist of this fight. Ha! Think I can't account for all this, buddy? I can. Some weird squid tentacle head. Don't scare me. They're still Metroids. I can just deal with that. Hi. This, and this. Don't want to take that off. Not just yet. I think I've gotten used to the thermal visor blurriness. I get why they did this. It makes more sense. I don't think you'd be able to see everything perfectly through like night vision goggles or like heat-seeking goggles. So yeah. Does about some ice rain. Is that a fission Metroid now? I think that's fission. Yep, that's fission. But he won't. He is completely weak to your phase all. Just don't mind me. Just with a little bit left, I'm gonna turn down volume a little bit for the game. I hope that's alright. Still wonder if I have to set things up. I don't have to activate screen chat, do I? I know I can kind of do this in a very impromptu, unprepared way. It's probably not the best way to handle streams. But we're learning. We're almost winning. Got you, and I got you. And I almost got you. Where are you? There you are. He's almost gone. Why do I keep taking that off when she's not visible yet? Give me what I need, and we will be golden. With one little wrap-up stream. Probably could have been longer, but we're at the final boss. Not much you can really do about that. Hello. And that's the end. So where are you? Still phase on? God. Can I get it? I almost had it. I've got plenty of health left. It's kind of weird how there's only 6 major bosses in this game. There was going to be Kraid. Metroid made saying Kraid was going to be in this game at some point. There's even some screenshots of what he would look like in this game. I still wonder where he would have been like. Where he would have been in the game. Because there's not a whole lot of places I can think of. Okay, please just get out of here. I gotcha. Die. And he is gone. And that, my friends, is Metroid Prime. Almost. There, another boss. This. Take my energy. Oh, we're back to gravity suit. Gotta get out of here. Crater collapse imminent. Evacuate immediately. Unfortunately, despite it saying that, there is no escape sequence. We already blew that load back at the beginning of the game. Which is kind of a shame, honestly. You always have to have an escape sequence at the end of Metroid. Sadly, there's not one for this. She calls her ship just in time. At least it was quite nearby. Wouldn't have taken it very long to get over here. That doesn't look like that. Like, is that disrupted? That's a simple fire. The rain could put it out. We have freed the planet from its curse. And we see her without her helmet for the first time in the game. You have done you well, Chozo. You rest in peace. The face looks a little weird. I know it's just it looks better, definitely, but it still kind of looks like a touch of a 2002 GameCube game. Now we go on to new adventures. That, by the way, was the 75% ending that you get if you get 75% of the items in the game. And that was Metroid Prime Remastered. So again, there's two extra things that you see in the game if you get 75% of the items and then 100%. That moment where you see Samus without her helmet was one of them. And the last part will be right at the end, kind of like a little Marvel movie where you have to see that there's a little sequel tease at the very end. But anyway, and that was Metroid Prime Remastered. I'm glad that I played this. I could have played this a lot sooner, especially if I had downloaded this digitally, but I like getting things physical. Digital is kind of a big gimmick that I feel there's a lot, although I have a lot of stuff digitally, of course. Getting stuff physically is honestly a much better thing. Sure, you can save things to, like, the cloud, but there's a whole thing of, like, how, I don't know, like, if the license runs out, like, you can no longer get a game digitally. You can always find things physically. What? Ah, oh, crap, did I damage my case somehow? I accidentally damaged the back of my case. Maybe it's just the... I think it's just the cover. I can't believe I did that. I don't know how I did that. But anyway, back to this game. This is still one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm just so glad that it's finally moved off of the GameCube and the Wii with the Metroid Prime trilogy. It's been stuck there for so long, and it should not have been like that for as long as it has. It just needs to have more love and attention. So this is a pretty fantastic remaster. Pretty much, it didn't change too much, but you don't want to fix what's not broken. I don't think I said that right, but whatever. Everything still plays well. The atmosphere of the planet is still great. Everything just looks so much nicer, and there's so many... I love how it caters to every single type of control style, whether it be the original GameCube style control, or the original purist, to the motion controls from the Wii, to even like just regular dual stick controls, and even a combination of the two, where you can use this with aiming. I love that it accompanies every single type of control scheme. That's a nice thing. Some minor nitpicks. I feel like I would have loved to hear some new music, like mixes of these old music. While this is still a great soundtrack, it would have been neat to have like a fresh touch to the soundtrack. Although I'm always kind of skeptical, because I don't really like remix soundtracks very often. I'm not very, like, say, for Xenoblade Chronicles Remaster, I don't really like the remade music. It just doesn't have the same punch as the original, although I'm glad that a lot of remasters have both options for the original soundtrack and the remix. So I would have liked to hear some touched up music for this game, but it is what it is. It's still great. And if I want to nitpick a little bit more, I would have loved it. Well, one, if there was a 4K Switch or a Switch sequel that Nintendo has planned, I would have loved to see this done in 4K. That would look even better. And also would have loved to see it like be completely rebuilt from the ground up, although that would have taken probably a whole lot more work than just a remaster like this. Like, you know how the Capcom's doing all the Resident Evil remakes, how they're redoing all those from the ground up, making it a completely new experience. It still works. It still works, though. And I just hope that this leads into... like a Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remaster, or even a Hunter's remaster. Just so that it can bide our time for whenever the hell Metroid Prime 4 comes out. I still can't believe that game has been What are they doing with that game? It's been almost 6 years since that game was announced, and it's been over 4 years since they announced that they're remaking it with retro. Like, what the hell is even going on with that? I really hope we hear some news about this, about Metroid Prime 4 by the end, sometime this year. Whether we get that game by the end of the year or next year, whatever. As long as we hear some news, I'll be fine with that. And if we don't get it this year, I hope that we also have some remakes, remasters of Metroid Prime 2 and 3, even Hunters, because that will have something that leads into the in Metroid Prime 4, because one of the what was his name? Silex? Yeah, is gonna be in Metroid Prime 4. Again, I would say I will say about the Metroid Prime trilogy, I would have loved it if all 3 games were released at the same time. That would be an incredible bargain. They're such great games, and they all need to be given more life to them, just being put on newer modern systems. I can't be too mad at Nintendo announcing just this game, because there's been I would be more angry if they just announced it back at February's Nintendo Direct, like with just this one game, and we had no build up to it, because we've had leaks, and rumors that there's going to be a Metroid Prime remaster for at least 2 or 3 years now. I can't remember how long it's been since they've been talking about that. So I at least knew that it was going to happen that way, even though I would have loved all 3 games to come out at the same time. So yeah, once again, kind of talking in circles. I never feel like I can talk very well. I tend to stutter and just mess up my own words. I definitely criticize myself more than I probably deserve. Yeah, I hope you understand what I'm saying. Online, just hope we get more Metroid Prime in the future. 2, 3 Hunters, that would make for an amazing collection. And I'm also glad that this game is priced well. Only $40 is definitely a steal. Because there's been so many dumb... Nintendo's been pricing things stupidly, like with how, like, say, the Skyward Sword HD is $60 when it costs only $50 on the Wii. That's just dumb. Same with, say, the Link's Awakening remake. I know it's a very big remake from the ground up, but that should only be like $50 or $40 because it's a Game Boy game at the end of the day. At least this is only $40. There's one little controversy I heard that that all that credits that we just saw was all like the new people that worked on this game, and they didn't include the original staff. But I don't really mind that so much. Anyway, we have now moved on. Tallon IV is freed from the Phazon menace. And on to new adventures. Her face just looks weird. 100% complete. And once again, you do not need to worry about speedrunning this game to get the best ending in the Prime games. It's all about item completion. And what... I probably should have said this, none of the items are missable. Some scans are, like bosses and some random enemies, but items are not missable. Now we also unlocked hard mode. But what is this? Back in the impact crater, there's still a bit of Phazon left over. They stole our suit. But what could this lead to? That's gross. It's got an eye in his hand. Dark Samus. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about Dark Samus now, especially since Dark Samus is playable in Smash Bros. Ultimate. So yeah, choosing to save now will finish this game of Metroid Prime Remastered. When you select your save slot again, you will start a new game. So basically like New Game Plus. That's nice. I think it carries over all the save features. So yeah, this is an excellent remaster. It still plays well. It still plays well, still well designed. Just a great game all around. It's really nice since there's been a few remasters as of late that's been not very good, like Tales and Symphonia hasn't been very good. Let's see what we've unlocked. Have we unlocked every single thing? Nope, apparently we have to I think we have to beat this game in hard mode to get everything. But why do we not have all the battle themes? Okay. Let's just take a little bit look through what we've got. Okay, we've got all the gunship stuff. Well, I mean I like this. All these models: gunship, power suit, the Varia suit, gravity suit, and now the Phazon suit. Probably would have liked it. I like this suit, but I kind of wish that it had maybe a little bit more black in areas. I don't know if I like the white helmet. The Morph Ball. The Spider Ball. I love the Spider Ball. It just looks really awesome. Auto Turret. I don't know why this is a model. Injured Space Pirates. Quite violent. You know what I'd like to see? I would love to see someday in the future, if Nintendo is willing to allow it, then someone to take control of this, make an M-rated, like, horror... I mean, a more horror-based Metroid game. I know you could say, like, Metroid Fusion is kind of a horror game, which, yeah, it is. But I'd love to see someone go all the way, make it more dark and more graphic. And I always felt like there could be, like, something for an M-rated Metroid game, make it really scary. These games used to scare me a lot as a kid. I'd love to see somebody fully embrace a horror aspect of this franchise. This game is always so great with its atmosphere and this feeling of loneliness and your isolation on the planet. And I feel like Metroid Prime is probably the best example of just how alone you are in the grand scheme of things. Flagra, Gamer. Sure, plenty of other games are good with that, but there's a lot of other characters that you meet along the way through some of the games. Like, say, some of the games you have your AI companion Adam. You have the baby Metroid and Metroid 2 and Super Metroid. Of course, Metroid 1, you're alone, but I just love the feeling. I don't know why Megatroid used to be a model, but it is. Look at this little lineup of the Metroids, or no, not Metroids, the Troopers, Elite Pirate, the Omega Pirate. That looks weirdly poorly rendered from this angle. I do like the blue on him. Shadow Pirate. Ooh, I love that. Does anyone remember a HeroClix? Like these little figurines from Marvel characters? This kind of reminds me of it. They did... It's kind of a weird reference, but it kind of makes me feel like that. Just the way it's positioned. I'm mainly saying that because there's some ones of like the Invisible Woman that go invisible like that. Do stuff like that to make it look invisible. It kind of makes me think that. These two do not need to be separate things. The Phazon Elite. This guy looks poor. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure Metal Ridley used to be completely metal in the original game. Like, I'm pretty sure he used to have like a metal plating on his face. Like, I'm pretty sure that's just a Smash Brothers thing that they did. I like this one. Metroids. The Hunter Metroid. The Metroid Prime. Ew. Gross crab spider monster. And then the core. I don't know why these floating ones need to have a little pedestal like that. There's nothing to hold them up. It's not like amiibos or HeroClix like I mentioned. Have we gotten everything? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you need to beat the game in hard mode to get that. Just like with the original game, you unlock a lot of the bonus stuff, like depending on what difficulty you beat and how many things you obtain for the logbook. So since I've gotten pretty much most of everything, I'm pretty sure the last thing I need to do is beat hard mode, which will be fun, probably more worthwhile if you ask me. This is what I've always loved about concept art. Just they look so gorgeous. Whenever stuff is, this clearly looks like it's towards the end of development. Like they're nailing the final design, and I just love how it looks. I kind of like Samus's T-posing right down here. Looks funny. Like just look at the detail, just how much you can do with like pencil and paper, or or digital if you it's done hand drawn. Just looks so pretty. I wish I could do art. I love this look, just the artifact in hand. I wish I could draw. I can't. I don't have that ability. I can write, but I can't really draw. Yeah, Have we gotten all the biology? Almost. Just one little thing we're missing, apparently. Yeah, some of this art, I believe, is brand new for this remaster. Some of them is old from the original GameCube. I'm pretty sure some of this stuff is all old. Just some nice designs, just getting the designs of all these creatures down. Ooh, that's cool. Just fun seeing how concepts began. The world. Oh look, there's a little topographical view of the map. So that's pretty much it. There's one thing I would say that's kind of a disappointment. It would have been cool if they still incorporated the Game Boy connectivity, or at least the bonuses that you get with the Game Boy connectivity from the original version. With the original Metroid, you could connect this game to Metroid Fusion, which came out around the same time as this, at least in America. They were both released on the same day. And you can unlock bonuses, like if you connected Metroid Prime to Fusion, you can unlock the ability to play the original NES Metroid, and then you connect Fusion to Metroid Prime, you unlock Samus's fusion suit from that game to be played in this, just as a little cosmetic. I wish this circle was green. It needs to be green, but you know, you've done everything. So yeah, I would have loved it if they still had those bonuses. But overall, this was just a great time, and I'm glad that this game is more available to other people, to more people, since the Switch is one of the best-selling consoles of all time. Gotta get people to play all the classics. One thing I will say, I kind of wish that this game had like I know instruction booklets are very outdated, but I still just want to look at this little thing just for a few more minutes before I turn this off. I just like the atmosphere that you get from some of these pages. Like this is like the little instructions and like the story it tells you. Like here's something telling you like about the Chozo, how they came, what they were, where they went. And this is little space pirates telling you like a little bit backstory on Samus and also the original Metroid, because Metroid Prime takes place in between Metroid 1 and Metroid 2's Samus Returns. I always just love looking at stuff like this, just because it will tell you will show you all the items that you get aside from the Phazon beam, which it keeps hidden from you because that's like a big. You would know what do you get last? What's the last suit after this? Ooh, we get Phazon suit. Like this is a big. Doesn't want to spoil anything, but I just like all these stuff. Like here's the visor stuff. Probably can't really see it very well. But just when I was a kid, when I wouldn't play very far into this game, it was always nice to imagine what these things were like, being able to find them, where they were. I just wish that they still have that, but it is what it is. So anyway, that is Metroid Prime. I've got a lot of other stuff I would love to do. I have ideas of stuff. I can't really think of what else I want to do because I kind of want more people to watch, because I'm pretty sure no one is really watching this. Yeah, I have ideas. I kind of want to wait until the next Zelda Tears of the Kingdom comes out. Love to try that. Love to try that on stream because I get a lot of views. I'm scheming up a way to get more attention. Yeah, I could play other games, but probably might want to wait until I get something that could really get people's eyes glued onto me. So, but anyway, that was Metroid Prime Remastered. A fantastic game all around, and if you haven't played it, I suggest you do. It's only $40. It's definitely worthwhile. So then again, with that all said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you with whatever comes next. I don't know what game I'll play next, but this has been fun replaying it. And I'll see you guys for whatever stream comes next. Sorry that I'm so redundant. I'm not very